Right now on the lineup, pro-Palestine protesters are cropping up at college campuses all across the U.S., and now they are taking over at least one Philly campus.
The pick is in. We're going to tell you who the Eagles picked up in the first round of the NFL draft.
And if you have an easy pass, oh my goodness, please check your bill. You'll never guess how much one driver owed just because of the way that her bill is set up.
Those stories and more on today's edition of The Lineup. It is Friday, April 26, 2024.
The Lineup is brought to you by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Thanks for joining us. I'm NBC 10's Lucy Bustamante.
And I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman. Let's get you up to speed with what you need to know today. Starting at the University of Pennsylvania, it's one of the latest colleges at the center of a pro-Palestinian protest.
There were dozens of protesters that marched onto campus just yesterday. They set up camp like we've seen at so many other schools. NBC 10's Siobhan McGirl joins us where that protest continues today.
The group set up this encampment yesterday evening, and you can see it is still here. Some people spent the night sleeping in those tents, and they tell us they don't have plans on leaving anytime soon. The group, made up of students from Penn, Drexel, Temple, and various other activist groups, they marched from City Hall through University City yesterday before arriving here at Penn. This protest is one of many that occurred on college campuses across the country this week, with students demanding their schools divest from all financial support of Israel. In the Philly region, we also saw protests at Swarthmore College, University of Delaware, and Princeton University.
For us, it's important that we communicate our feelings, our concerns about the humanitarian crisis. So this is the reason we are here. This is the reason we feel secure right now here. Not all the days we feel secure. But right now we feel that we can express ourselves and make our voices heard.
That protest at Princeton University ended with 2 grad students arrested for trespassing and the rest of the protesters taking down their tents and leaving. Here at Penn, though, the protest continues. Things calm and peaceful here this morning. The university told us last night they had not received any threats or reports of violent behavior. They are continuing to monitor this encampment. In University City, I'm Siobhan McGirl, NBC 10 News.
Thanks to Siobhan for that. Police in Montgomery County, they're searching for a man who they say secretly filmed a woman inside a dressing room at the King of Prussia Mall.
This is so disturbing. You got to take a look at this because Upper Merion police released these images of the man that they're looking for. And we spoke to the victim. Lizzie Hendler is her name. Lizzie says it had happened on Wednesday afternoon inside of the Aerie store at the mall. The suspect slid his phone under the dressing room curtain while Lizzie was changing. Here's her description of what happened that she posted to social media.
I close the curtain, I take my top off, and I turn around, and there's his phone underneath the curtain camera, like pointing straight at me.
Clearly, she was quite shaken up in that video there, but we also interviewed her. Here's what she told us.
I was fuming, and I grab whatever I can to cover myself up and just run after him, and he picks up speed and sprints out the store, and I'm running after him, but I realize, sitting in the mall like that isn't totally appropriate. So he gets away, and I come back in and just wait for the cops.
My goodness, what a predicament. If you recognize who this man is in these pictures, please call the Upper Merion Police Department.
That is scary, for sure. A broken fire hydrant caused a mess in another part of Montgomery County.
So you can see the water was just shooting up several feet into the air. Wow, that is by the Metroplex Shopping Center in Plymouth Meeting. Aqua, Pennsylvania says a tractor trailer smashed into the hydrant, caused thousands of gallons to escape before they could actually shut off the water. Then at the Jersey Shore, the town of Seaside Park is trying to through those flooded streets.
Yeah, you can now get hit with a $2,000 fine for creating giant wakes while driving through floodwaters. Experts say the wakes can do even more damage to nearby homes.
It's causing property damage. It's causing a lot of unnecessary havoc, destruction, adding to the flooding itself.
Town leaders say the majority of the problems come from joyriders who drive too fast through the flooding. Hey, if you have unpaid Easy Pass tolls, you need to take care of them.
Hey, wait till you hear the story about how the late fees could just really add up. Camille Johnson had an Easy Pass and she canceled it, but what she didn't know was once you use a toll crossing after that, you have 30 days to pay the toll. After 60 days, it's $50 or $100 that will be added per toll. Unpaid fees could result in the suspension of your vehicle's registration, and Camille's unpaid tolls and fees were more than $37,000. Wow.
The registration expired back on February 29th, and I was told I cannot register my car until I pay all the fees and violations that I've accumulated for the period going back to, I think, 2019.
So Camille now plans to enroll in Easy Pass Pay per trip. That plan requires a $10 deposit. You must give your bank's routing number and checking account number. She says she is going to do that. Lesson learned.
Very expensive lesson.
Yeah. Sometimes you just don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Starting gun fired for the 2024 Penn Relays just yesterday.
So exciting. More than 17,000 runners from all over the world going to be crossing finish lines at Franklin Field over the next few days. This is the 128th year of the track and field competition. That makes it one of the oldest in the country. It's a rite of passage for many local runners.
It's like the pinnacle of like track and field, and like especially to be here with like my amazing teammates, like it just makes me so excited for like every year.
I knew about this race my whole life, you know, and I didn't run track, but I remember my high school team coming here, and you know, it's always been a big thing for years and years, and it's a pleasure to have my daughter come out here and do this.
The Penn Relays run through tomorrow. Always so exciting. And then let's talk Eagles, shall we? The NFL draft kicked off last night. The Eagles took the first cornerback of the draft, and he's one of the best in college football.
Take a look at the moment that Toledo's Quinyon Mitchell heard his name called. Mitchell says that he models his game after Darius Slay, and he wants to bring intensity, pick up more turnovers, and haul in more interceptions. We are fine with all of it, sir. So he also said that his visit with the Eagles went really well, and he would be so thrilled to play for our fan base. Right?
We're ready for him.
Right?
We need help in that position, so yeah, bring it on.
New energy. All right, the most competitive off-road motorcycle racers on the planet. They're actually at the link as we speak for the 2024 Monster Energy Supercross Championship.
Don't worry, the turf is protected underneath. What makes this so special? The event returning for the first time since 1980. NBC 10's Brenna Weick has the story.
The Monster Energy Supercross Championship is back in Philadelphia for the first time in 44 years. The last time it was here was 1980, and look at this. Fans are going to be so excited to see a huge show tomorrow. You can see the athletes right now practicing here at the link. We're told plywood and dirt is all that's on top of the turf right now to make this course. Every course is different. This is the 15th out of 17 of these events that are happening across the country. I got a little lesson from Brock, who is the last champion to have won in Philadelphia back in 1980. Here's what he had to say.
It's great. It seems unbelievable that we haven't been back in the city of brotherly love since 1980. That just seems impossible because we race Supercross all over the country. This is 17 rounds, and this is round 15 of our 17-round championship, so we're happy to be back.
So tomorrow's events start with a fan expo where people can come and meet the athletes, and then tomorrow night you can watch all of the action unfolding. For more information, you can head to NBC10.com. For now, I'm reporting from the link. Brenna Weick, NBC 10 News.
Very noisy link there. Take a look at this. Brenna couldn't resist giving the Supercross track a try. There she is. It's a little rough going at first, but then it gets it's a little rougher. She stalled out on the first hill. Hopefully that means that she won't give up reporting anytime soon. But she looks good in the outfit, doesn't she?
Oh, I keep saying it, a Marvel character.
She looks like she knows what she's doing, sitting on that bike there. Hey, a popular cosmetic procedure has led to new cases of HIV.
This is wild. You've got to hear the warning from the CDC. We're going to have that in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
Here we go.
Here I go again on my own. Introducing the all-new TD Clear credit card with no late fees and no interest, just a simple monthly fee. That's predictability, even when expenses aren't.
$4? That's bananas.
It's a pear.
Oh, man.
The all-new TD Clear credit card. That's how credit can be unexpectedly human. Call 1-844-TD-CLEAR for details about credit costs and terms.
The first cargo ship has passed through the newly opened channel in Baltimore. The ship has been stuck in the harbor since the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed 4 weeks ago. It passed through the new 35-foot channel Thursday, and that was headed for Canada. The ship is one of 5 of them that are stranded vessels expected to pass through the new temporary channel in the next few days.
That's a big deal. Definitely. Making progress for sure.
Yep. A quirky Chicago sidewalk landmark. It is gone, affectionately known as Rat Hole.
Rat Hole. It's a section of the sidewalk with an indentation in the shape of a rodent that presumably fell in while the cement was still wet. We think maybe it was a squirrel, but still, it definitely was something that fell in. City workers removed the slab after officials said it was damaged. The imprint had been around for years, but had recently become a tourist attraction. That slab of sidewalk is now in temporary storage until the city finds a permanent home for it. So no more parties at the Rat Hole.
I think you're right. I think it is a squirrel.
Yeah,
What's a squirrel?
We talked about it a lot. Like, is it really a rat? Let's see. Hey, how soon is too soon?
Spooky season has already arrived at Home Depot. The company kicks off its halfway to Halloween sale. I had no idea this was a thing.
I know.
But if you are interested in a 12-foot tall skeleton, which became a viral sensation years ago, it's going to cost you just, $299.
I feel like I saw several of those
on people's rooftops.
Were they on the roofs?
Yeah.
I saw them in people's yards.
Yes.
And it's like, that's huge.
It's huge. It literally goes
gigantic.
From lawn to roof.
But that was like the thing to get last year, so who knows?
$300.
$300.
I don't know, y'all. Although that's what we spend in candy, so. All right. The CDC is detailing the first known cases. This is a wild case. HIV being transmitted through cosmetic injections.
Yeah, it says 3 women were likely infected at an unlicensed spa in New Mexico while getting what's known as a vampire facial.
Wow.
Okay, so what is it? A vampire facial is a treatment where someone's own blood is injected back into their face to improve skin health. The CDC said in its report that spas offering vampire facials or other cosmetic injections should require proper infection control practices to prevent the transmission of blood-borne diseases such as HIV. I had never, ever heard of this.
Ever.
Nor would I want to get it, but that's insane to me.
A vampire, I couldn't even look at it because I think it's the plasma that goes back in, but still.
What do they do? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
But that is a wild case right there.
Yeah, moisturize people. Just moisturize.
Yeah. All right, that does it for today's edition of The Lineup.
For Erin, Coleman, I'm Lucy Bustamante. Remember, you can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the free app and catch us weekday mornings from 4 to 7 a.m. Have a great day. Happy weekend.
Great weekend.
Yeah.